Good morning. So, a lot of times we think, Scripture can give us comfort. And it's true, it can. But there's some really challenging things in here. And Jesus was a realist. He knew that the life that we live here on earth is not easy. I'm just going to share a couple of quotes from him. He says in John 16:33, "In this world you will have trouble." I don't think there's too many people who memorize that verse or put it on the dashboard of their car. In this world you will have trouble. Signed, Jesus. Well, the comforting thing about that is right after that he says, "But take heart, I've overcome the world." It's not the end of the story. Jesus also says in the Sermon on the Mount, don't worry about tomorrow. We like that, don't worry about tomorrow. But he goes on to say, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. So today's trouble is enough for today. Oh, wait a minute, Jesus, you're saying life's not going to be easy? So I would love to tell you that I was reading somewhere in my Bible and I found this verse that just says, life's going to be easy. It's not there. Life was not designed to be easy. I believe that life really was designed to challenge us to grow, to become more like Jesus. That's the end game. God doesn't have an external standard. He has an internal standard of love. And so all the difficulty that we go through, ideally, is to make us more like Jesus, to make us more loving, compassionate, giving people. So he does give this statement at the end of the Sermon on the Mount. He says, anyone who listens to my teaching follows it is wise. Now, Jesus was around at an age where if people were going to preach, they always quoted some rabbi, this guy or that guy. What was Jesus' credential? He's a carpenter's son. That was it. He didn't have any credential that anybody around him knew meant anything. But he has the audacity to come out and says, if you listen to my teaching and follow it, you're wise. You're like a person who builds a house on solid rock. Though the rain comes in torrents and the flood waters rise and the winds beat against that house, it won't collapse because it's built on bedrock. He says, if you listen to me. See, earlier in the Sermon on the Mount, he'd say things like, you've heard it was said, pretty much saying, Moses said this, but I say to you this. The people were blown away. Where does this carpenter's son get off saying, but I say, Moses said this, but I say this? Oh, Jesus, he knew who he was. He knew he's the Son of God. He just didn't go around saying, I'm the Son of God. He just spoke like it. But anyone who hears my teaching and doesn't obey it is foolish, like a person who builds a house on sand. When the rains and floods come and the winds beat against the house, it will collapse with a mighty crash. When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowds were amazed at his teachings, for he taught with real authority, quite unlike the teachers of religious law. Jesus taught with authority because he had authority. In the book of Matthew, he says, all authority in the universe has been given to me, and now I deputize you. I give you your little stars, and you go out, you be my people out there and change things. Turn the world right side up, not upside down, right side up. Jesus does that through his word. Now, I love the fact that he says that if you listen to my words and you build upon them, your house is going to stand. He doesn't say the storms aren't going to come. He doesn't say trouble isn't coming. He says, take heart. I've overcome the world. Any kind of corruption, any kind of hate, anything you know that's evil, he's overcome it. And one day, it'll be no more. God bless you. Have a great day.